Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the hidden stories tucked away in the dry language of corporate filings with a little bit of a wink and a nudge to what is actually going on. Today we are diving into Gaming and Leisure Properties Incorporated's latest report, and let me tell you, it seems like they just got a new player on their board. This report is a current report, meaning something important just happened. It is not a full quarterly or annual deep dive, but more of an announcement of a recent significant event. Think of it as a headline-grabbing moment for the company, and in this case, the headline is about a change in their leadership team. So the big news here is that the company has appointed a new independent director. This means he is not an employee and doesn't have any direct business ties that could conflict with his oversight role. His name is Michael Borofsky, and he is joining the board of directors. This brings the total number of directors to 8, and importantly, 7 of them are independent. That is a good sign for good governance, showing that the majority of the decision makers are looking out for shareholders, not just the company's internal interests. Mr. Borofsky will serve until the next shareholder meeting, which is standard practice, or until his position is filled by a successor. Right now, it looks like they haven't decided which specific committees Mr. Borofsky will be part of. These committees, like audit or compensation committees, are where a lot of the detailed work and decision making happens. So while he is on the board, his specific influence on those crucial areas is still to be determined. He will get paid a portion of the director compensation, of course, and that will be calculated based on the time he spends on the board until the next full compensation cycle begins. The company also attached a press release to this filing. This is pretty common. It is basically their official announcement to the public about Mr. Borofsky's appointment, putting it out there in a more accessible format than the formal SEC filing. They're saying that this press release is being provided as information, but it is not officially part of the SEC filing for certain legal reasons. This means it doesn't carry the same weight or liability as the main report, which is a typical way companies manage public statements. Now, let's talk about what this change could mean. Adding an independent director, especially one with expertise that we might learn about in a full press release, can bring fresh perspectives and valuable experience to the board. It can help in strategic planning, risk assessment, and ensuring the company is run ethically for shareholders. An independent board often signals a commitment to transparency and accountability, which is always a positive. The fact that they've chosen an independent director and increased the number of independent directors to 7 out of 8 is a strong indicator of their commitment to strong corporate governance. Finally, we see the signature block. This is the formal sign-off where an authorized officer confirms the accuracy of the report. In this case, Brandon J. Moore, who holds a couple of important titles, President, Chief Operating Officer, and Secretary, has signed off on this filing. This just confirms that the company is officially submitting this information to the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, as required by law. It is a procedural step that underscores the official nature of the document. Now, looking at this filing, it is primarily an announcement about a leadership change. There aren't detailed financial tables or deep dives into the company's performance in this particular report. It is more of a look what just happened kind of document. However, the addition of a new independent director is always a positive signal for corporate governance. It suggests the company is thinking about its oversight structure and bringing in potentially valuable external expertise. This can lead to better strategic decisions and increased investor confidence in the long run. The timing of this appointment just before the end of the year might also be indicative of broader strategic discussions happening within the company as they look towards the next fiscal year. In conclusion, Gaming and Leisure Properties Incorporated has made a move to strengthen its board by adding an independent director. While this is a relatively straightforward announcement, it is a good reminder that the people overseeing a company are just as important as its financial performance. It is about building a solid foundation for future growth and accountability. What do you think about this leadership change? Does the emphasis on independent directors matter to you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more corporate insights, and join our Discord community linked in the description for even more discussions. Thanks for watching Corporate Decoder, and we'll see you in the next video.